Hello, I'm Victoria, and this is my Zenith project. So for my project, I chose to make a song using Vocaloid, and the reason why I chose Vocaloid is that I wanted to make a song again, but I couldn't do the same thing as last year because I don't know if that's allowed, so I did Vocaloid. So the process for writing a song for Vocaloid, how it differs from writing a song for like myself or like a singer, real singer. Um, for Vocaloid, I only ever really listened to really like sad and depressing Vocaloid songs, and a lot of the songs that I listen to, they also use like really crazy range and a lot of like jumping that would be really hard for a regular singer. Yeah, an example of that is Rolling Girl by Wowaka. Rest in peace, Wowaka. Rolling Girl is, I don't know. There are a lot of interpretations of the song, but they're all really sad. And like Hatsune Miku in that song repeatedly hits like a high D, like a D6. But then there are some things that I like kind of failed to do in my project. I didn't actually think about how to change power level for Hatsune Miku because I was trying to do like the K-pop last chorus, high note ad lib, those kind of things. And Miku just isn't a very powerful voice versus like some other Vocaloids. So the program that I used to program my Vocaloid was Pia Pro Studio, which is the only one that I found a free trial for, and it's a plugin that you can use in Reason. And Pia Pro Studio uses uh, it uses the V4 version of Vocaloid, which is actually not the most recent one. The most recent one is V5, I think. And I wish I could have used V5 because V5 has better breathiness quality, but the breathiness in V4 just makes it sound like crackly, so I couldn't use it a lot. And Pia Pro Studio, I think like the process is pretty standard. It's you draw your blocks for your syllables and your sounds, and then you type in your lyrics, and then you can automate all the parameters to tune the Vocaloid. And I learned how to tune by watching examples on YouTube that were silent. Yeah, tuning. So this is like the bulk of my project because it's like what I had to actually learn how to do. So basically the process that I did was first I would type my lyrics, but the pronunciation is always like a bit off everywhere because maybe the diphthong or the second consonant in a syllable would come too early, and I would have to fix that. And also sometimes because the voice artist for Hatsune Miku is Japanese, a lot of the sounds that are like harder to make, like R and I, like they come out like R and like E. So I have to change like for that I changed the openness, which is one of the parameters that you can edit in Vocaloid. I don't actually know what it means, but it makes the E sound more like I and it makes the ah sound more like I think it's supposed to be the openness of your mouth. And also sometimes there'll be like random notes that stick out. So to fix that I edit the brightness. And then second I add vibrato because that's like pretty important. And then I do the pitch bends and portamento timing. And I think that one's the funnest part because that is like the part that makes it actually start to sound human. Because people don't sing like ah ah ah, like people don't sing straight, straight. But yeah, so that part's the really fun part. And then the other miscellaneous stuff to like just make it even more realistic. In the process that I went to figure out like what speed, what depth vibrato, what kind of pitch bend, what kind of portamento, what kind of dynamics and like vocal character that I want. Basically, I learned that if you want to add like movement towards a note, you generally do a pitch bend from below, like ooh, like that. But or if you want to add a more powerful attack, you add a pitch bend from above, like ah, like that. And then generally, I did on the lower notes, I did a wider and deeper vibrato, and higher up, I did a faster, maybe like more shrill vibrato, a faster and smaller vibrato. Yeah. Here you can see my Pia Pro Studio interface, which is where I have edited my Vocaloid. And so first I'm gonna show you my like an untuned version where I've only inputted the notes and the lyrics. I've grown a new kind of sadness, hanging out in the garden of Eden. Okay, so as you can probably tell, it's very like robotic and like there's absolutely no dynamics or any of the things that like make singing. So now I'm gonna play you my tuned version with harmonies because it makes it sound better. Oh no. Okay. I've grown a new kind of sadness, hanging out in the garden of Eden. Just walk. Yeah, so I'm gonna show you all my parameters here, and you can see it's, you know, I've edited like everything. Oh, this doesn't include vibrato, which is very important. There's vibrato too. Yeah. I think the most famous part of the tuning process for Vocaloid is this pitch bend part, which is very important. And it makes the singer go like instead of so it adds more variation that is present in a real singer's voice. And dynamics, of course, most important. Yeah, you can see, yeah, okay. Some of the other stuff in my project were like the instrumental, which I used Reason, and the graphics, I just did a 3D model. And my song, I call it Garden of Eden. It's a sad song, because I listen to sad songs, and I am sad. And I think a big challenge that I had was that like I ended up writing a slow song that like needed a lot of like and like really gentle sound, and that was really hard to get with Hatsune Miku because her voice is like it's like very like it's very bright, and in the mask, ooh, voice words. And the title Garden of Eden, it's like it's a metaphor for just like really excessive shame and guilt. Yeah. And the song is kind of unfinished because my free trial ran out. That's why at the end of the song, there's a lot of ad-libs that are really dinky. They're like, and like, there's a lot of stuff that's like kind of off. But for the most part, like at the beginning, that's when I did the best tuning, I think. Yeah. So what I learned from this project was check the dates of your free trials. Thank you.
I don't like being young very much. I think I like being old even less. Even if you don't believe it, I tried my best. My best. I've always been the goodest girl. I've grown a new kind of sadness, hanging out in the garden of Eden. Just such a nasty word, yet you say it time and time again. You shouldn't be like this, you should be better. Please give me another chance. Oh, I will love you till the end of time. I believe you didn't mean no harm. Without me, life would be still the one. I am everything that has gone wrong. I will love you till the end of time. I believe you didn't mean no harm. Without me, there would still be light. It has always been my fault. It's been so long since I last cried. I guess I could say I'm better. I might just be jaded, resigned. Gave up pulling on my feathers. I'm always still so hard at work, pushing out one thing after another. Is that what life is like? Is that what life is like? Sure, there's such a nasty word, yet I say it time and time again. I shouldn't be like this, I should be better. I'll never be good till I'm dead. Oh, I will love you till the end of time.